Today, protesting specifically Elon Musk.
Today, we're diving into the shocking 40% crash of Tesla stock and the rising protests against Elon Musk and his ventures. Tesla's dramatic stock drop. Tesla's stock has taken a serious hit lately. The numbers tell a grim story. A staggering 40% drop in just a month is hard to ignore. Investors are feeling jittery, and it's easy to see why. The stock finished the week down nearly 39%. That's a tough pill to swallow for anyone with money on the line. Elon Musk's tweets about potential recovery sound optimistic, but many are skeptical. He's been talking about outstanding execution as a way to boost the stock price. But can that really turn things around? The market doesn't seem convinced. Analysts are weighing in, and the sentiment isn't great. The stock price is now hovering around $700, a far cry from its previous highs. Investor concerns. With the stock down, analysts are starting to question the future of Tesla. There's talk about whether the company can maintain its market cap. Once valued at over $2 trillion, it's now well below that mark. Investors are worried that the brand damage from the protests could affect sales and overall performance. And let's not forget the short sellers. Some have been vocal about their doubts regarding Tesla's long-term viability. They see Musk as a risky leader. The pressure is mounting, and it's clear that Tesla is at a crossroads. Elon Musk's response. So how has Musk reacted to the chaos? Well, he seems to be trying to keep a brave face. He's still tweeting, still making bold claims about Tesla's future, but the tone is starting to shift. He's aware of the growing discontent. It's evident in his responses to critics, which have become more defensive. He's not just brushing off the protests. Instead, he's engaging with them, albeit indirectly. Musk has spoken out about the backlash, claiming that it's all part of a larger narrative. He argues that the criticism is unfair, suggesting that the media is misrepresenting him and his companies.
Tesla, I'm sure, makes fine products, and we're not interested in interfering with their business. They're a symbol of Elon Musk, and that's the reason that we're here, is to fight against the symbol that is taking control of our government and destroying the democracy.
Musk's public image. His public image is taking a hit, and he knows it. The protests are not just a blip on the radar. They're gaining traction. People are rallying against him, and he's feeling the pressure. Musk has faced backlash before, but this seems different. The protests are widespread and persistent.
Last week we did it. We plan to do it again in the middle of the coming week. We're just going to continue.
As he navigates this turmoil, he's also trying to reassure investors. He's sharing optimistic projections and pushing the narrative that Tesla can bounce back. But will it be enough to calm the storm? Only time will tell. Protests gaining traction. The protests against Musk and Tesla are not slowing down. In fact, they're gaining momentum. What started as isolated incidents have turned into a nationwide movement. People are taking to the streets, voicing their concerns about Musk's leadership and the direction of Tesla. These protests are not just happening in major cities. They're popping up everywhere, from New York to Tucson. It's clear that people are fed up. They're using their voices to demand change, and it's resonating with a larger audience. Public sentiment. The sentiment is palpable. Many see Tesla as a symbol of broader issues. The protests are about more than just the stock price. They're about accountability and transparency. People are calling out what they perceive as Musk's arrogance and disregard for public opinion.
Nazi salutes from Subarus and stuff. I had guys going like this out of windows and middle fingers. It's crazy.
As the protests grow, so does the conversation around them. Online and offline, the dialogue is shifting. The message is clear. Many are no longer willing to sit quietly while they feel ignored. They want to hold Musk accountable for his actions and decisions. Scenes from the protests. The scenes from these protests have been striking. From chanting crowds to creative banners, the energy is electric. People are coming together, united by a common cause. It's heartening to see grassroots activism in action. In New York, protesters gathered outside Tesla dealerships, chanting slogans and waving signs.
We're out here in front of the Tesla dealership today, protesting specifically Elon Musk.
The atmosphere was charged. Some signs called Musk out directly, while others focused on the broader implications of his actions. This isn't just a protest against a company, it's a movement. The number Tesla takedown movement. One of the most significant developments is the emergence of the number Tesla takedown movement. This hashtag has become a rallying cry for those opposing Musk's leadership. It's more than just a slogan, it's a call to action. The movement is gaining traction online, with people sharing their experiences and frustrations. It's a way for individuals to connect and amplify their voices. The hashtag has sparked discussions about corporate accountability and ethical leadership. Impact on Tesla's future. People are actively boycotting Tesla products. The message is clear. If you want change, you need to take action. The number Tesla takedown movement is highlighting this in a powerful way. The online campaign against Tesla. Online activism is a powerful tool. Social media platforms are buzzing with discussions about Tesla. People are posting memes, sharing articles, and engaging in debates. This digital space is where many feel empowered to voice their opinions. The number Tesla takedown campaign is not just a hashtag, it's a movement. It encourages people to rethink their choices. Many are calling for boycotts of Tesla products. They believe that by refusing to buy, they can send a message to Musk and his company. This online activism is creating a ripple effect. It's pushing more people to join the movement. The protests are not just happening in person, they're taking over the internet. This dual approach is making the campaign even more potent. Political backlash and public sentiment. Politically, the backlash against Musk is becoming more pronounced. Lawmakers are taking notice of the protests. They're starting to voice concerns about Musk's influence and the implications of his actions. This is shifting public sentiment in a big way.
My name's Frankie, and I'm getting arrested today protesting Elon Musk. He bought his way into office. He bought his way into heading a government agency. He bought his power at the expense of the American people, at the expense of our environment, at the expense of our world, and all of the people in it.
Many see Musk as a symbol of unchecked power. The protests are highlighting what people feel is a lack of accountability. It's resonating with those who believe that corporate leaders should be held to higher standards. The political landscape is changing. As more people rally against Musk, politicians are feeling pressure to respond.
Allowing a private citizen to kind of have the keys and to do all of this while Congress is basically letting it happen and the judiciary is struggling to keep up.
This is leading to a wider conversation about the role of billionaires in society. The tide is turning, and it's fascinating to watch unfold. Community reactions and opinions. In communities across the country, reactions to the protests are mixed. Some support the movement wholeheartedly. They see it as a necessary stand against a powerful figure. Others, however, are less enthusiastic. They worry about the impact on jobs and local economies. This division is creating conversations in homes and workplaces. People are discussing their views on Musk and Tesla. It's forcing them to confront their beliefs about corporate responsibility and leadership. As the protests continue, communities are grappling with these issues. The conversations are evolving, and it's clear that this is just the beginning. The protests are making waves, and the impact is being felt in various ways. The future of Tesla. Amidst rising protests. The future of Tesla is uncertain. With protests growing, the company faces challenges ahead. The brand is at a crossroads, and how it responds will be crucial. The ongoing protests are putting pressure on Musk and his team. There's a growing concern about how these protests will affect sales. If people continue to boycott Tesla, it could impact the bottom line. This is something investors are watching closely. The stock price is already feeling the effects, and it may continue to drop. As the protests gain momentum, Tesla needs to find a way to address the concerns of its critics. Ignoring the protests won't make them go away. The company must engage with the movement and find a way to rebuild trust. For those seeking to take control of their financial future, platforms like Interactive Brokers can provide access to a wide range of investment opportunities, allowing individuals to participate in the market and potentially